before I started the program. I was in a relationship for 6 months. He became very violent towards me, towards my kids. DHS got involved.
She's just doing her check-in.
My children were removed from me for safety reasons. Pretty much they told me that I either left Joe or I'd lose my parental rights to my kids. Not because I was a bad parent, but he was not safe for them and I wasn't able to keep them safe around him. So I ended up in a homeless shelter. That's when my DHS worker had told me about the program push.
Can you tell me what it is? Something special?
I have never met a parent that didn't love their kid, who didn't want the best for their kids. They just have a lot of complex issues that they don't know how to sort through. They don't know how to navigate. And our system doesn't help because we make our system very complex. If you look at the research on homeless, the majority are young parents with young children. Our families have an open child welfare case. They are homeless or unstably housed, and they have multiple complex needs such as mental health issues, domestic violence, substance abuse. Families are housed within 14 days. They come into a furnished apartment. We don't want families to worry about furnishings, food, any of the basic needs we make sure are taken care of so they can solely focus on all these multiple needs they have.
I think having a roof over our heads and a place to come home to every night, that took a huge stress off. I was able to actually focus on what DHS had expected of me, where before I put off all of that because my main concern was, where am I gonna sleep tonight?
Our state, like many states across the country, are very fragmented in terms of how they deliver services. So we'll deliver mental health services here and domestic violence services here. What our project is trying to do, we have our staff are called service coordinators, and they're the single point of contact for all the services that the families need. The DHS worked with us so the family sees one aligned plan that they have to do.
They lay it out very clear of what they want from you. Without the family team meeting, I think it would be chaos.
Sometimes either the family doesn't have the skills to listen and understand, or the team members don't have the skills to explain what the family needs to do. So as PUSH, we really just ask those hard questions. Where are we at and where do we need to go? Where does the family want to be? And how do we get there?
The family team meeting really is the key to developing the plan for the family, but also the over time constant review of the service plan to see where we are and to make adjustments and assure that we have all the right people at the table.
When I first started doing family team meetings, everybody in the room, they really make you feel like they're on your side and they want the best for you and they're going to help you reach your goals no matter what. When my kids were removed from trial home placement, I invited Kelly Kaufman, the county attorney, to my family team meeting for the first time ever. That's who the judge is going to listen to.
And I know that your focus is on getting the kids home, right?
Of course.
But remember, your bigger focus is to keep them home.
Right.
I think that therapy is very important. And I don't see the kids coming home without it. So I'm gonna push you on that, okay? I go to these family team meetings just to better help the families understand, from my perspective, what needs to be done in order to achieve those end goals that we all have in common. Have you seen a therapist?
No.
No.
I literally just started my job 3 weeks ago. I don't want to start off on like, guess what? I have this crazy busy schedule
totally agree
and
with you.
I'm not going to be
Yeah.
reliable. And having Kelly Kaufman there, being able to hear my voice, to understand the resources that I needed to be able to keep myself and my kids safe, it made a huge impact on my next court date. The bus stop's running at 6 o'clock. Okay, I can probably get there on time, but how am I gonna get home type deal? And
correct me if I'm wrong, but NTS you can schedule. It's important for the families to know that I'm a part of their team. Normally, I'm viewed as the enemy. Just the simple act of explaining to them that my goal is to help them makes a world of difference. Do you see any correlation between your life becoming more stable and now your children during the visits are more stable?
No Joe means nice kids.
I have a lot of parents that are really good parents. A lot of their adult issues get in the way of that. There's a lot of generational issues that I see.
Workers need to understand where that parent's at in their life at that moment. Knowing what their past history is, that I think how they were raised is a huge thing because it helps you understand maybe why they do some things that they do because that's all they've ever known.
Traditionally, we would sit down with the family and talk about all the things we know that they've done wrong and what they need to do about it. Go home and try that with your partner or your child. It's not very effective. So what we've learned through trauma-informed care, instead of asking the question, why did you do that? It's about what happened. What happened to you that you're in this spot?
So are you gonna spin for me? What number is that? Okay.
We do have to ask families to make changes. There's no doubt about that. But when families aren't making changes, we take that responsibility. Nobody has a straight line from going here to there. It doesn't mean that we've done anything wrong. It just means our recipe for that family isn't cooked yet. And what we've learned over time, that there's no such thing as a resistant family. There are only resistant professionals. When we change how we do things, when we are open to learning from families, and we bring forth compassion, families really do begin to make changes. And they will tell us, this feels different. We love that family team meeting within the 20 days because we know that all the providers are there and they're supporting me. And we can never give up. We always have to expect success with our families. We never give up on that.